People continuously let other people put them in a box. Why? 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 Okay? Just because somebody else attempted something and it didn't pan out the way they wanted it to, or they didn't become successful like they thought they would. Why would you allow them to put you in a box and tell you the same thing? Aren't you two different people? Yes, you are. So stop being that person that's like, well, so and so told me that that might not work. Guess what? So and so it didn't work for them, but it might work for you. Okay? You know, a lot of times we allow people to put us in a box because they put themselves in a box. And they, they don't want to see anybody do anything different. I mean, what do we tell every single kid on the planet in elementary school? You can be whatever you want to be and grow up as long as you keep on trying. But then when we become adults, what do? We give up on our dreams and goals as fast as we come up with them because, you know, it might be a little hard this time. Or that I tried and it just didn't pan out the way I thought it would. Well, guess what, guys? It's a very dark place when you try to get to your goal and you figure out that it's not easy. Okay? When I started with my brand and my company, and I was like, dude, people were like, oh man, I can't wait. I'm gonna support you, dude. Your ideas are great. I love what you're doing. Yada yada yada. Yeah. Then it came, and all those people, where are they at now? Nowhere to be found. And did I ever think of quitting? Multiple times I did. I was like, dude, I'm done. Like this is not gonna pan out. This is not, you know, whatever. But what's the social norm? Or as humans, we are taught you grow up, you go to college, you get a bachelor's degree, you go and find a job. While on that job, you get your master's degree, so you make more money on that job. And then you might go and get your doctorate degree and make even more money on that job. And then, you work, 40 to 50 years, retire, and then you die, at 75 to 95. Not too many people are really, really able to enjoy life. Like, yeah, you might go on vacation and stuff, but are you really, really enjoying it like you would in your 30s, 40s, and 50s? Probably not. But then you got to look at the people who are hiring these people, like Bill Gates. I'm pretty sure Bill Gates was told his dreams and goals wouldn't work, and he kept chasing them. Steve Jobs. I've seen both the Steve Jobs movies. People counted him out. One of the movies, there was a guy who sold his stock in Apple for like $800. That's now worth like almost $800 million or something crazy like that. But it's well worth what he sold it for because he gave up and thought like, oh, this company's not gonna pan out. Okay, I'll tell you this now, people. It's a very, very, very dark place. It's a very, very dark. It makes you do a lot of soul searching. A whole lot. Like you come to your senses and you have to figure out like, is this really what I want in life? Do I want to be the person by myself, looking at me trying to do something by myself? Like people say, oh, build a team around you, and even if you have a team around you and you have people who support you, a lot of times they don't see your vision the way you see your vision. And so what happens is, yeah, they're there to support you. They're there, and they say, "Oh man, I got your back," and yada yada yada, and they make you feel like they're there. A lot of times they are there for you, but it's not their dream. It's not their goal. Okay, you know, it's easy to quit. Everybody's quit something at least once, but how many people will continue to strive for the excellence, strive to do better? Because a lot, like I said at the beginning of this, we tell kids all the time you can be whatever you want to be when you grow up. Very true. But how many times have you yourself, since you've grown up, thought, oh, maybe I'm gonna do this? Then you said, nah, it's too hard, or nah, it's not gonna work out, or nah, it's gonna take too much. You know, people count the cost and not the effort. Don't count the cost, count the effort, because time is a cost. No matter what, time's gonna pass. Since the day you were born, every morning the sun comes up, every night the sun goes down. I'm 25 now, so for 25 years that's been happening. If I make it to 50, it's going to happen for 50 years. If I make it to 120, it's going to happen for 120 years. So don't count time as, oh, it's going to take too much time because that time's going to pass anyways. So you might as well try. Or people say, oh, well, it costs too much money. Okay, yeah, you're right. It does cost a lot of money. But if you're not spending money on this, you're going to be spending money on something else. If you don't have the money, you're either going to take out a loan on this or you're going to take out a loan on something else. Like, me, my mom, she, I'm not gonna say she hates my visions and goals for ultra bodies and thinks that they're stupid, but it's along those lines. Like it's not, she's not gonna blatantly come out and say it, but I know it's along those lines. And my whole thing is like, yeah, I did drop out of college with 12 credits left to, my degree. Whoop de doo. But right now, my thing is I'm out here searching and trying to do something that I want to do. Okay, what I want to do. Like yeah, I could live her goal for me and go and get, the doctorate degree and everything else. Which if hey, it's what I want down the line. But right now, like I have my mind set on something else, and it's a dream and a goal I want. And like I had to explain to her, I was like, what makes more sense to me at this point in my life is why take out student loans for something that like at this point in my life right now I really don't want to do to say, oh, I got a piece of paper that says I'm smart. Because I tell you this, I know a lot of people. I'm smarter than 90% of people with a college degree right now, and I can promise you that. So that doesn't mean anything. Like if I'm gonna go into debt, I'm going into debt for something I want to try to do. Because hey, that $6,000 for that year of school or $6,000 a loan from the bank to put into my business. Which one do, you know, one $6,000 I have the possibility of being able to pay back right away and make profit off of, or the other one I have to sit there and say, well, you know what, got to go find me a job in this field. I gotta, you know, most college degree starters make $17 an hour on average. Like that's not bad money, but the cost of living is a lot higher now than it used to be. 17. I live in Las Vegas. $17 per hour doesn't even get you a place to stay by yourself. So why would I want to be a college graduate if there's gonna be three or four of me in the house trying to stay afloat when I can try and chase a dream or a goal or something. And I just want people to understand like this is your life. Stop, stop putting your life on. Stop destroying your life because you don't want to try something too hard or somebody else is putting you in the box. Somebody want to put you in the box, so be it. Guess what? Only time somebody's put me in the box is when I die. Because then that's when I'm done thinking for myself. But don't allow people to put you in the box because your brain's still turning in your head. And so therefore you should be out there fighting for what you want, not what somebody else wants for you. Because I'll tell you this, it does suck. It does. It does. Like, hey, I'm 25. I've come to a point where I know, hey, my mom, she don't like what I do. She wants to try to tell me how to run my life, tell me that, she doesn't say it's a waste of time, but she said, she's like, you could be doing other things right now. Hey, she don't support it. People in my life, friends, that don't support it. First thing that, hey, you gonna let me get something for free? I'll rep it. Like, I'm not even an established brand, and you want something for free, you can rep it. But how does that help me? Like, I'm giving money out of my pocket to you for you to, for you to say you go rep it when you put it on and take a picture on Instagram and call it a day. The people who give me $15 for a shirt, they do the exact same thing. So, no, and then that's the first thing they say. Oh, I'm gonna help you rep your brand, but then, hey, can I get something for free? So, hey, remember people, it's about soul searching. Find out who you are inside. Find out what you really want. Find yourself and find your worth. And I promise you, after that, you can go out there and do anything you want. Because at the end of the day, you know your cost, you know what you want, and you know that you're going to get it. All right, folks, there you go.